Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, Donald Trump says his Independence Day party overnight was a spectacular success. That's despite the storm that he claims broke his teleprompter at the very moment he appeared to rewrite history, saying the Revolutionary Army took over airports from the British in the late 1700s. And some of his family, including daughter Ivanka, didn't even show up. Kieran Jenkins is in Washington, D.C. Kieran.
Well, July 4th is supposed to be the day, isn't it, that Americans come together. Instead, yet again, there was friction here in Washington between those who'd come here very much for Donald Trump's 4th of July and those who wanted nothing to do with it. So on the one side, you had the spectacle of Donald Trump's speech and his supporters reveling in these new militarized celebrations. And on the other side, you had more traditional 4th of July festivities and also protesters. The question, though, you were asking, where was Ivanka Trump, the president's daughter and also senior advisor, so highly visible last week at the G20, less visible since she's got back? July 4th ended the traditional way. A dazzling climax to a day that tore up convention. President Trump got the military in. He got his weaponry, he got his fly past, and he got his history very wrong.
The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown,
conjuring a battle for airports in 1775.
Our army manned the airports, it ran the ramparts, it took over the airports, it did everything it had to do.
Never mind that it didn't happen because powered aircraft weren't invented till over a century later. And so President Trump and his wife trod off from this somewhat soggy scene with one notable absentee. Particularly as last week his daughter Ivanka was everywhere.
Has anyone ever heard of Ivanka?
Had top billing a few days ago in South Korea. And at the G20 in Japan, where she was shoulder to shoulder with world leaders. An unpaid advisor appointed by her father with a burning message on female empowerment.
If we propose bold solutions and challenge the limits of the past, we will empower women to lift their families out of poverty, to grow the economies in their countries, and to deliver greater peace and prosperity to millions around the world.
It's really important.
Her conspicuousness raised questions in the US about what she actually does and if she's any good at it.
Yes, but this is law, social justice. And if
It's all, yeah.
This video, a rare chance to see how Ivanka Trump measures up in such esteemed company.
And the same with the defense side of it, in terms of the whole sort of ecosystem. It's been very male-dominated.
So did she impress her critics?
She's not qualified. It's not a real job, right? It's this, like, appointed position that's not really real. And I think with the Trumps, it's more like they've just decided that none of the rules apply to them. They can do whatever they want. You know, there are all these anti-nepotism rules in government. They don't care.
Social media's had its fun, of course. The hashtag Unwanted Ivanka imagined Miss Trump gate-crashing other historical moments, stepping out on the moon, squeezing in with John Lennon and Yoko Ono. Her boss, however, is perfectly content.
And I'll tell you, the foreign leaders loved her, and they just think she's great. She's very smart, and she's done a great job.
Donald Trump says he's not grooming his daughter for president. You'll have to take him at his word.
Kieran Jenkins reporting there.